So, in Total Drama, the most strategic players are typically the season's main antagonists. As to be strategic, you can't go around this game being everyone's friend. Sometimes you gotta backstab and betray people in order to make the most optimal move. But since Total Drama is again a cartoon, they would prefer for the villain not to win a season and usually get them eliminated around the last few episodes. Only season where this pattern broke kinda was in World Tour. So to briefly recap Heather's previous seasons, in Total Drama Island she was of course the main antagonist, and therefore the most strategic player of the cast. Which isn't actually saying a lot. There were many moves she did that made zero sense for her game, and at many points she was on the verge of getting eliminated before getting saved by some of that sweet armor. The most infamous example of course was when she broke up Gwen and Trent, and was 100% getting eliminated that episode if she didn't just so happen to find immunity during her treasure chest. And spoiler alert, this will happen again this season, but compared to everyone else in that season, she was by far and away the most active in the game. Everyone else was just here to party and fart, which is why I would never make one of these on Owen. She was the only one in her cast to actually make a solid alliance that helped her make it to the end game, and nearly win the game if it wasn't for Lindsay's dare during the Truth or Dare challenge to shave off her hair. And even though she did get her hair shaved off on accident, it didn't count, and
system takes control of...
Again, for normal reality TV, making alliances is just basic strategy, but in Total Drama, this is chess master ultimate puppeteer type behavior. Then in action, well, for Heather at least, nothing she did that season had any consequence in her run on World Tour, but even though everyone that cast at that point hated her, she was still able to make 9th place, cut right before merge, which in itself is impressive. And mind you, this was her crazy bald era, where she was arguably more of a menace than an island. And so we reach World Tour. Well, before we discuss World Tour, I should probably mention the Celebrity Manhunt Total Drama Action Reunion special, which was a special aired in between the end of Action and the first episode of World Tour, that explained what our campers have been up to, and to introduce new characters for the season, notably Alejandro, Sierra, and Blanley. But for Heather, all it really told us was that A, she grew her hair back, and B, she makes troll videos about her past contestants. So basically, at this point in the story, Heather is at rock bottom. She lost a chance at a million twice. She was exposed for her mean girl behavior on national TV. She didn't have any friends or fame after the show, which is in contrast to many of the other campers we saw in the special. And she was baldy crazy for an entire season.
I got some! Courtney's hair. Soon it will be mine. All mine. What? I'm not crazy. I'm just bald.